Alright, y'all, another video right here. This is an insight on the Philadelphia zombie outbreak. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the zombie outbreak, this is pretty much touching on the drug problem that we have in Philadelphia. I'm touching on this specifically because I'm not even 25 minutes from this bitch. I take the turnpike, fly up the turnpike and shit. I'm 25 minutes from this. Come up through Northeast and shit from the little suburban area. Then once I go into that bridge, boom, we right here. This is right by me.
This is Kensington, Philadelphia, America's largest open-air drug market and the land of the walking dead. 6 months ago, Philadelphia health officials sounded the alarm for a new drug on the streets, medetomidine.
They're getting expired tranquilizer from Africa, actually.
They call it Rhino Trank. Rhino Trank, yeah.
A veterinarian tranquilizer used on rhinos held in captivity that's now being cut with the fentanyl used on the streets out here. And it's estimated to be up to 100 times stronger than the xylazine you saw in my video here 2 years ago.
That shit not just fentanyl. Like, I don't know what it is, for real.
I'm hearing that the dope now has a new chemical in it or whatever that's going to have everybody with Alzheimer's and dementia within a year.
Once you start, you can't stop, and you're going to be out here.
What have you noticed change?
Nothing. I see people dying here all the time. It's like the pit of hell.
People are screaming,
It's chaos,
hollering, moaning, fighting. It's terrible. This is the worst place in America.
So I hit the streets of Kensington at night to see if this place has gotten better or worse, and if there's any hope of fixing it.
Welcome to Philadelphia, you hear me?
Why are we calling it Philadelphia?
Cause niggas get popped, bro. Real shit. Telling you that shit. Imagine motherfucker geeking off the shit, dog. And you get in an argument and shit, bro. This nigga not in his right mind. Oh yeah. Philadelphia for sure. I'm telling you, shit goes south real quick over here. Real quick. You walking out here and shit, you better watch your mouth. You don't know who you talking to. Damn.
So you're lighting up the Air Maxes right now to stay warm?
Yeah, I'm burning anything because I'm cold as hell.
Those are nice shoes, though. What do you think keeps so many people here in Kensington?
They burning Air Maxes.
What do you
Holy
think the biggest
fuck.
reason they end up on the streets here in the first place is?
Drugs.
Hell yeah.
I started with marijuana first.
So you're saying we're kind of discriminating on what's...
Yes.
Okay, heard. No sweat. No, I was just curious.
My life now.
No, I was just curious. We'll get out of here. That is poisonous air you guys are breathing right there.
Yeah, usually they get these big the plastic crates. They bring like sodas into the stores and just burn those. They'll burn for hours. Then I have to go get wood. Like that.
Sure.
What you doing over here?
God bless you.
Fentanyl too, because that's what they got in it.
You smoking fentanyl?
Marijuana, that shit got fentanyl in it.
So all the marijuana...
I'm not. You want to know how we different? You got a crack pipe next to you.
What? So what?
You can't find one in a
This
minute.
started where you started.
Shut up.
Marijuana.
I ain't never advanced enough.
Give a real talk, though. Do you think you get judged...
You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas already getting... That's how it go, too. Be a normal conversation and shit. And then the next thing you know, fuck out of here, nigga. What you want? Like, it pop out real quick, bro. Telling you, shit get wild over here, bro. But bro got a point, though. He got a point, though. Yeah, he was smoking, but he never advanced. A lot of people out here chose to be in this situation or whatever at the same time. But that don't make it no better, though, because look at this shit, bro. Like, trash. Like, you go over there's trash all over the street. You know what I'm saying? There might be a nigga passed down the road. You don't know if that nigga dead or not. He just laid the fuck out. You don't know. But most of the time, you're just gonna assume, hey, he's just drugged out. But he could be dead. You don't know that. But this really, like, I see this real life shit. Like, I see this with my own eyes, bro. I go past this shit all the time. See this shit, and it never change the shit. Swear to God, you ever seen a nigga passed out in a Superman costume, knocked the fuck out in Kensington? Wild shit going on over here. Shawty got a onesie in the back.
Differently, if you do
Shawty here, I think she got two different shoes on and shit.
I'm not getting happy by looking at this. I'm just amazed.
Yeah, that's one way to stay warm, and like, this is a good half an hour of heat. Like,
Are there shelters available
That's what
right
they
now?
do.
You
They
guys can go
homeless.
sleep
They don't
and
got
stay
shit,
warm?
bro. They got burned
as soon as you
shoes.
go to a shelter, they're gonna say that they overfilled.
And you know it's bad out here. Look at Shawty fit right here. She got a Jordan. She got a Nike slide on. If that ain't the definition of down bad, holy fuck. This shit is bad, bro. I'm telling you. Like, a lot of people don't even know this happens out here. A lot of people don't even know this exists in Philadelphia. Yes, this is a real fucking thing. Real life shit. One of these days, I'm gonna go out there and shit too. I'm gonna show y'all. This shit real as fuck, bro. telling you.
So
Yeah.
I tried to go to a hospital, tried to get in rehab, and they didn't even do shit for me.
So if you could get off the streets, you would get off the streets?
Damn right, I don't want to be out here getting high no more.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Even if you had the dope sick?
At least Shawty
Yeah, I go
got
through the
some.
pain.
She in the right
You think most
direction
people
at
would?
least.
I mean, I know most people would. They don't give a about nobody. They don't care about anything except for making money. And it's just really ridiculous at this point because we cold as shit, and there's nothing that we could do but like clothes that we could get to somebody else so that they don't have to walk.
They don't give nothing for homeless people.
But they're giving you guys needles and fentanyl foil and...
Do we really need that, though?
That's what I'm saying, right?
That's another thing that's ass backwards back here too. Is like you could tell the system keeps this shit in order and keeps this shit like this because the shit that they do to try to help, like they give like clean needle stations and shit like that. So like I get it, you trying to like not spread diseases and shit like that or whatever, but like you not helping the problem doing that at the same time because it's just like, bro, you just feeding the addiction and shit like that. And if they got a dirty needle and they in that time period where they're not close by them stations and shit like that and they got the shit on them and they trying to do it right then and there, they gonna do that shit regardless, bro. So what the fuck is you really helping? This shit's fucked up, bro. And I'm like, I feel like this shit's put in here systematically.
Right? They're helping you use the drugs. You look
My
at
opinion.
What are your thoughts?
First of all, I think there's a big difference between homeless and houseless. A lot of people choose to be out here. They have services for homeless people.
Tell me about them.
I don't know what they are, but I know
Okay.
they have them.
But people
She keeping it a
choose to
bean.
stay out here all because they want to get f***ing high. Oh, just like the ones that got them f***ing big strength wounds. Instead of going to the hospital, staying in the hospital like you should be doing, you come out here and you shoot up in your f***ing wounds and don't take care of them and clean them and and then you lose your limbs and you're why me? Because you f***ing did it.
Officer, what are your thoughts on what's going on? What do we got?
A lot of people be crazy as shit too, because like you ever talk
fire's
to
gotta
some of
go
these
out.
people,
Maybe
they be real
concerns are you have
fucking like real
buildings and
motherfuckers, bro.
structural integrity under the bridges that would eventually catch fire, but also it's the catch-22 of how do you stay warm when it gets below freezing. So the
Real
fire's being
motherfuckers
put
caught
out
in a
right
bad
now.
situation.
The fire is gone. Are there shelters that are available? Like, could they sleep somewhere?
There are shelters available, but they don't really go there.
Okay.
As far as I understand.
Officers, real quick. Officers, post-game interview, real quick. Is your job impossible out here? This seems like a tough scene.
It's not impossible, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes that's all.
Are you guys putting out literal and
Man, they ain't
metaphorical
doing
fires
shit, nigga.
all
Shut
night
up,
long,
bro.
working this beat?
Yeah.
They ain't doing
At
shit.
nighttime, yeah, in the cold.
Does Kensington ever
Just wait till a
become
nigga die, come
not
scrape that
Kensington?
shit up. That's
No.
what they do.
I hear they'll push it one of these days, or it'll move.
Don't move them and then they'll come back. That's about it.
A lot of people come out here. They're not out here because they just want to do drugs and shit like that.
Tell me.
I got a car wreck when I was 16, right? Rolled my car down a mountain in Tennessee. Was prescribed pain medicine from the time I was 16 to 30-something. Went and got it from the doctors, just like you're supposed to.
You got prescribed fentanyl?
Yeah.
And did that start your addiction that you had to maintain on the
I was
streets?
16 years old. The doctor gave it to me. I didn't think anything
Heard.
about it. I think I was 19. I lost my pills one day, and I got really, really sick. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Went to the doctor's office and go, oh yeah, well you're addicted. Going through withdrawal. I lost my I trashed the doctor's office. Got arrested.
I see.
Got to.
This is a common story too, and this is what happened to me as well. That's how I got into shit like that, and that's why I'd be like, "Oh, that just sounds like an excuse story." Nah, this is true, nigga. The doctor be the #1 drug dealer. I don't give a fuck what nobody say because that's how they got me, straight up, bro. I was fucked up, got in a car accident. I was like 16 with my boy and shit like that or whatever. We came up the highway joint, and then a nigga rear-ended us at like 70, bro. Fucked us up. Like, my whole knee was fucked. All types of shit. So, what they gave me? Pain medication. I was a teenager as well. And after that, I ended up forming an addiction or whatever. Because I already had an addictive personality. I was already off the Zosh, doing shit like that or whatever. And I was already a dumb crash out, nigga. So, this was normal. So, when they gave me that shit, oh, sky's the limit, bro. I was going, bro. Floating. Oh, this is how you feel off this shit? Like, it's just like a taste test. They give you a little trial real quick. And once they give you that trial and shit, boom, you're gonna keep coming back and shit, bro. This is a real story. This is how they get a lot of people. I mean, that nigga, like he said, he was 16, bro. I was a teen too when that shit happened. This is a common thing here. Now I see it in a lot of people too. When I go to talk to people and shit, they go through that same story when it's the damn doctor. The doctor be the one that sets you up, nigga. Real shit.
divorced. After I got divorced, became homeless, came out here and started selling, started using. Oh yeah, once you win, you win. You can't get out. It's like the mafia a little bit. It holds you down. I got out of rehab like 4 times, keep coming back. It's the drink. Rehab not working. The shit they giving you is the drugs. Shit that they giving you is not working. The subs not working.
I used to clean out here, sweep up and all that. I got shot, got operated. A straight bullet hit me on my hip and on my knee. And I went to the hospital, got operated. I'm just a few months getting my walk up back.
Okay, so this is pretty recent.
Yes.
I'm here with
Leprechaun.
That is a badass name, Leprechaun. And you're the lady?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're his girl?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been dating, first of all?
Been together 11 years.
11 years.
Okay, that is true
I
love.
see why
How'd
they
you
call
guys
him
end up out here?
Leprechaun. Nigga
Bought
short
one
as
on
shit.
fire last year.
And insurance did not cover it, I assume?
No, we didn't have renter's insurance.
And you ended up out here immediately afterwards?
No, we spent
What do you mean?
a year and a half in the hotel.
Do you guys currently live in a hotel?
No, we're back and forth between family.
Do you guys frequent Kensington for drug access or?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, it's just the bazaar. This is the Walmart for drugs.
Yep, yeah.
Like after I got cut off from the pain clinic, it'd be $150 a day to get what I was being prescribed. And I could go out on the street and buy stuff for $150, something like that, a day.
Do you have to come down here and get those cheap pills?
I could come out here, $5. So what are you gonna do?
You're at the point where the only thing that makes you feel better is continuing to use the fentanyl.
Yeah, even though I don't want to be out here, I gotta do it. That's the only way I'm gonna be sick. Like I won't be sick.
Can you explain the sort of withdrawal experience? How quickly that sets in once you stop using?
Man.
Is it like within hours, days, weeks?
No, it was within a day. You gotta use it like every 6 hours. If you're not using it like that, then it's gonna your teeth start to feel like they falling out. You start to throw up your inner stomach. Like that it's real deep. It feel like you can't move. Your whole body just giving out on you.
And I'll tell you from personal experience that this shit is true. If there's anything I would never wish on my enemy is withdrawal, because the only way I got clean was because my uncle, even though he had a bad rep and shit with my mom and shit like that, he did save me and shit. In a way, he locked me in the room, and I had to just like straight up just deal with that shit, bro. And that was like the worst time of my life I would ever say, because bro, like the pain from that shit is insane, nigga. Like I couldn't describe to you how bad that shit feels when you are going without something you've been doing for so long. And I was never a guy to inject or anything like that. I was never on that type of wave. I was more of a just popping or shit like that. That was my thing, you know what I'm saying, with the nose and shit. That was my thing. But yeah, bro, that shit is no joke, bro. Real shit. That shit is literal hell going through withdrawal, just from personal experience.
They prescribe you like OxyContin or something?
Suboxone and Tylenol.
For the gun wound?
Yes, I got operated, it healed up. And
For a gun wound?
Has
Tylenol?
that escalated to you using anything a little more hard out here, or?
It does.
What are you using right now?
I usually smoke hard and shit. And,
talking fentanyl?
Sometimes.
Were you familiar with Kensington prior to buying drugs out here?
Yes. Yes.
Whatever you get
Always
your
knew it was
hands
like an
on.
open air drug market. And
No, it wasn't like this when I was a kid.
tell me how it was like when you were a kid.
Neighborhood. It was a middle class urban neighborhood. Like it was normal. Like this time of year, you would see Christmas lights. The avenue was the place to be. It was not much stores,
So it's
blocks
just a
and blocks of
regular-
stores. It was a regular neighborhood.
So if you're a fentanyl user, you're coming to Kensington just for proximity and access to the drug
crazy.
availability?
Easy access, yeah.
Easy access.
I mean, I got 2 college degrees. Like I'm a homeowner.
Sure.
You know?
Oh, so you own a home?
Yeah.
Why are you out here?
Drop drugs.
To get the drugs?
Yeah, 'cause I have to.
Do you go back home?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back home. That's pretty much.
Do you get tired of being out here and being a part of this?
I can't stand it. Are you kidding me? This is
Yeah.
hell. This is literally hell.
Yeah, I mean,
Just, close my eyes and listen. People are screaming,
It's chaos.
hollering, moaning, fighting. It's terrible. This is the worst place in America.
Not just fentanyl. Like I don't know what it is for real, for real. Yeah, definitely a curse. Once you start, you can't stop, and you're gonna be out here. I started because I was depressed, and now I'm just doing it just so I won't be sick.
Man, are you gonna sleep out here tonight?
Definitely, yeah. I don't know where at yet, because niggas like to steal your shit.
Did you guys start using out of like depression after the house burned down, or?
I started using about 1996.
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
No.
No, heroin.
So you graduate from heroin to fentanyl?
Yes.
Is that a pretty common?
Nobody really wanted to switch to fentanyl. They did it. Whoever it is.
Market makers.
Yes, they did it. They pushed it on everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, so like don't think like the drugs out here is just like a choice that motherfuckers be doing. It's whatever's pushed they go get. It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? whatever you're gonna do to get that fixed, whatever you're gonna do so you don't have to go through the withdrawal and shit, you gonna get your hands on. It don't matter what the fuck it is. I'm tired of people thinking like, yo, y'all just doing the crazy shit or whatever so y'all can get that. No, bro. Somebody at the top is pushing the shit to the streets, and then that's what they get their hands on. It's not like they had a choice or whatever. If it was a choice or whatever, niggas would still be on the fucking Oxycontins and shit from back then and shit like that. Dumb shits had you floating, nigga. You know, shits is super hard to get your hands on now, but back then, if you had the cottons, dog, floating. And I don't want to make it sound like it's a thing I condone or anything like that. For any youngins out there and shit, or anybody that is going through some shit, do not do this. I promise you don't want to do this, bro. Look at this shit. Look at how motherfuckers is out here, bro. I was never homeless type shit, but I was out here. I was out here myself, sleeping in a tent and shit or whatever, just so I can get quick fixes off the perkies and shit like that. Cause you get them cheaper over here. That's why everybody's over here, cause you get them for the low instead of other areas and like the suburban areas and shit where niggas gonna tax you. So they come over here, and that's why they get their fixes from here and shit like that. But shit's fucked up, man.
It's like nobody had a choice.
Too much money to be made here. It's gonna go somewhere.
Getting paid, DA getting paid, the judge getting paid, the cartel getting paid, everybody getting paid off. So
everyone's making money.
Listen to
off
bro
people
right here,
using
bro.
the
He's telling the
dynamite.
truth.
Illuminati control all this.
That someone else is.
Control all this shit, bro. They the real boss. Fuck the president and all them. They over the president.
Started doing this stuff like betting on it. You couldn't go back.
Listen
to
to bro. I'm telling you, the realest motherfuckers be out here just caught up in the mix, bro. It's fucked up,
So I thought
bro.
I was using just heroin, and here
You didn't even realize you were using fentanyl at the time.
exactly.
That sounds like a lot of people would die throughout
I
that.
think it was half and half. It was before Trank was even in it.
Yeah, they sneaked it into it.
And then they snuck Trank into the fentanyl. They snuck already onto you.
Yes. No, it actually got real stronger and you just fell asleep after you did it.
The dealers introduced fentanyl, and then they introduced the xylazine and the fentanyl. And what do we have now? I heard nitazines is what you called it.
They call it Rhino Trank.
Rhinotrank.
Rhino Trank, yeah.
What does Rhinotrank mean?
It's a lot stronger than the regular xylazine.
Yeah, they're getting expired tranquilizer from Africa, actually.
What?
Yeah, expired like rhino and elephant tranquilizer.
Expired elephant and rhino tranquilizer.
Well, I actually came here for the healthcare.
Healthcare.
My wife has cancer. We came here because she wasn't getting treated down south. Came here. She's had multiple surgeries. You know, she's doing good. I've had pain problems my whole life. What are you gonna do?
How many people have you spoken out here that are initially prescribed, like let's say fentanyl or oxys, and then end up coming here to buy it for cheap?
Most of the people we see my age, it's usually what it is. They get driven to it because you get to taking it, you're doing what you're supposed to. You listen to your doctor, and you get addicted. Back in the day, like they didn't tell me it was addictive. I was taking Oxycontin in the 80s, like 4 a day. They wouldn't warn me.
I told you, the
No
cottons,
warnings,
bro.
and then
He
you're
was
forever
flooding.
addicted.
Yeah, exactly.
The cottons.
But real quick, have you ever wondered about your family history, where your ancestors are from, who you
No, I don't, bro. I don't. Let's get right into that.
join MyHeritage for 14 days free. Brittany, how long you been out here?
About 10 years.
I like your onesie, by the way.
Thank you.
It's very cold out here.
It's super warm.
How do you deal with the cold out here? It's cold.
It was great when I had a man and I had body heat going on, but like now, dinosaur onesies and a lot of blankets, and it sucks. I'm trying to go to rehab for real. I can't take it out. I'm not doing this another winter. I can't do it.
I believe in you. That's badass.
I'm hearing that the dope now has a new chemical in it or whatever that's going to have
Hopefully she get
everybody with
off, bro.
Alzheimer's
Hopefully
and
she get out of
dementia
there,
within a
man.
year. It's whatever's making people trip. People are tripping.
We're not talking about nodding out, right?
No, we're talking about like hallucinating.
Okay.
And it's doing something to people's brains. And I'm telling people this like to try to, maybe like steer people away from doing this shit. You know what I mean? Because I want to get off of it. Like, it's really hard. People are dying now left and right in jail from withdrawal. My ex-boyfriend just died, and a couple girls that I found out just died. Right. Withdrawal is killing people.
How was your holiday?
Busy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that should get bad, bro. It's no joke.
That's
you
heavy.
can die.
Well, every day is a challenge, though. You're not guaranteed to live the next day.
Drug-wise, I don't do drugs. Since I came home from having my head ran over by a car 2 weeks ago, right across the street.
Right out here?
Yeah, right across the street.
Were you nodding out on the street, or?
I was asleep. The guy sat in the car for 20 minutes before he pulled off. He pulled off and ran over my head and kept going.
So he hit and ran you, basically?
Yeah. My first day out the hospital, he sent his wife over to me and told his wife that he'll pay me $500 if I don't take him to court.
Take him to court?
Yeah, I'm taking him to court now.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, dude.
Tanisha.
Tanisha, how you doing today?
I'm alright.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, same old shit.
How did you end up here?
Oh, well, I was...
Right here. Just hold on right there.
Tanisha, you look like you got beat the fuck
coming
up.
Down here, and I'm coming here starting like 16 and getting dope.
Okay.
But whenever we came through this time, me and him got into an argument, and he left me here. And someone stole my phone. I had no phone. So I'm in here.
They're telling me you're blind. Is that true?
Yeah, in my left eye.
I have a bullet in my back. I lost my.
No shit, she blind in her left eye. Looked like somebody punched that bitch out. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you don't even, like, you go around, you just see people beat the fuck up, bruised up. You don't even know why, bro. Just wild shit goes on around here, like literal hell type shit. Like, you could lay down, fall asleep, and then the next thing you know, the fucking couple dollars in your phone that was in your pocket got stolen or whatever because you was so fucked up and out of it. You didn't even feel the shit. Now your phone going, you're fucked up. Like, shit is crazy over here, bro.
My wheelchair broke, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Shot in the back out here?
Yeah. Out here.
Just a straight bullet?
Just a straight bullet.
Yeah, and they be firing too, don't get it
See,
twisted.
I got one, it's stuck in my spine. If I get it taken out, I become paralyzed waist down. So I'll have to deal with the pain, so it's kind of hard for me to walk.
Do you kind of walk around posture like this often?
Yeah.
That's because of the back?
Yeah.
The bullet?
Yeah, because it shifts on your ass. Sometimes it puts me in tears. Ever since George Floyd got killed and this pandemic happened, this world been fucked.
So I see you kind of nodding out a little bit. Are you on fentanyl or tranq? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How much do you use a day?
Anywhere from 3 to 6 bags.
So I know it's cold. It's so cold out here. When you nod out, are you concerned that you might die in the cold if you...
No, because I don't do that outside at night.
You don't do it outside?
No, people run your pockets, they steal from you. It's a fucking jungle.
Do people steal when you're nodding?
She's so out of it. She says she don't do it at night, but you obviously fucked up right now. So this is how fucked up she is. That she says she don't do it at night, but it's nighttime, and she clearly off the shits.
Nodding out, is that what happens?
Oh yeah.
Okay, do you have fentanyl on you? Can I see what it looks like? And I'm curious if you can quantify how much this costs too once you show. Thank you for showing us, by the way. How much does that cost, something like that?
Here, $5.
$5, that's it?
Where I'm from...
Yeah, I'm saying you get it for the low over here. That's why everybody over
I was
there.
on Ian Living Cop the other day.
You get it in the suburban areas
I
and
was
shit. You
doing
get it
lookout
running
for a
25,
Glock.
40.
He got shot right in his throat about 1:30 in the morning.
Question for you guys. When you see someone in the street like that, do they get moved? Or can you guys not kind of touch them?
I mean, we can only advise them to get out of the street.
Really? Even if they end up getting hit, you
You
guys
can only
can't
advise
do
them to
anything
get
about
out the street. You ain't gonna help them out, nothing.
Physically remove somebody. I mean,
No, it makes sense. I'm just curious.
I ride around and make sure that they're still alive.
We came here 2 years ago. Has it gotten better or worse?
I mean, there's improvements.
Do you feel like your hands are tied as a cop out here in the sense of what you wish you could do versus what you
where?
can do?
No, I mean, with the
I'm
new
trying to-
regime,
I'm trying to look for
100%,
them. Y'all
they
see 'em?
definitely have our back. They
I don't
allow
see
us to
'em.
do what we have to do. The public doesn't like some of the things. We got to do what we got to do. It happens almost once or twice a night. They walk into people's cars because they're just not, they're just not coherent. They're not with it, Like this here, they set up an entire encampment. What they don't realize is those people that live upstairs, they're blocking their way out. God forbid there's a fire or something. It's not about get off the corner, get away. You have rights, but your rights can't circumsede someone else's rights. They deny the shelters. They don't want the shelters. They want, they want to light a fire. Can't just light a cardboard box on the sidewalk and sit there. And I want you to stay warm. You're a hazard now. I know what I do when I'm out here. If one person lives tonight, I did my job. Unfortunately, people, they don't want the help.
What's one big misunderstanding the public might
Which
have
is true.
about
A
your
lot of
job
people
as
don't
a
want
police
the help.
officer out here in Kensington?
They think that all we want to do is just lock people up. It's not the case. We have the business curfew. Stores got to close at 11 o'clock now. You know why? Because somebody was killed inside the store playing video games and the casino games, which they shouldn't be in there to begin with. Believe it or not, who gets more upset because the stores are closed? The people out here, because now they have, where am I going to go for my munchies? And it's not my problem.
All right, be safe. Okay, things just got real there, it sounds like. The cop was screaming
He on a bicycle and
camera there. He's getting straight up
Nigga
assaulted
on
on
the
the other line. What do
manual
lifetime
labor
locals here in
on the
Philly
pedal
think about the
bike.
current state of these streets? Who am I here with?
My name is Bleed Love Kennedy.
Crazy.
Call me R.A. I'm from down here. I got a
I
little
wonder if they ever
insight. I've
get
been
their
down here my
bikes
whole
around.
life, so.
So I came here 2 years ago. I was told it was going to get cleaned up. What happened? I see needles all on the ground right now. Doesn't look cleaned up.
They do try. Especially in the summertime, you'll see cleanup crews come. But it's so bad out here to the point a day's worth of litter will look like this.
How did Kensington become the Disneyland of drugs out here, it seems?
The conveniency of the transportation. This transportation can get you anywhere in the city.
We're talking that right
Real
there.
easy
Public
to get there, bro. Like,
Yeah, this train is everywhere.
Get
So
a
it
bus,
ain't like, oh, we all got a
train.
train station. Our stop's not like this. Yes, we understand that. But there was a problem close to Kensington and dwelled in Somerset. Somerset is one stop down. There's more room. As you can see, the streets are bigger. It was just a habitat of drugs, and it's like they ain't leave.
We were driving past here. I saw a guy slumped over in the sidewalk, basically in the street. We noticed the police walking on their beat. What do they do out here?
So they ignore it because they do get tired, like tired or sleep or OD'd or whatever the case may be. But normally, when you walk up to them, they will give you some type of motion to let you know that they is alive or they is somewhat awake.
Are we seeing people dying here every single day?
I'm not seeing them literally, but there is ODs every single day. But when I was a child, this Walgreens used to be a Blockbuster. There used to be a lot of stores right here to the point where look forward to going to the store for my mom and come down to the avenue and buy my sneakers and get her medicine and stuff like that. Yo, you still good? And I used to just look forward to come out and shopping, you feel me? But at this point, we can't do that no more. I noticed the transformation in the conditions of the drug addicts that was doing dope. Okay. My mother used to be a drug addict. The most I seen to my mother was track marks. And nowadays, it's more than track marks. Like, they got limbs falling off, getting cut off, and swollen, and busting, and anything you can name, you feel what I'm saying? It's like whatever they put in their body is forcing itself out of their body. I'm here because I'm witnessing the problem and I'm living in the problems. Yeah. I'm not gonna run from it. I didn't never run from my mother addiction. I remember running down G Street, chasing my mother while she was on dope and crack.
And as we were talking, this guy in a pickup truck pulled up out of nowhere. Can you tell us what you're up to?
We're handing out some clothes and stuff for the people. We're just here trying to help people. We know it's cold outside.
And there's people like you see here, you'll see a lot of this. A lot of people come out with food trucks and just hand out food to people and try to help them and shit like that or whatever. To be honest, all the people that's out there doing your thing in Kensington, helping people, God bless you. And everybody that's around you that's helping you and shit like that, because these people are doing more than the system has ever done, I feel like, because these people come feed these people, give them clothes, give them shit they could, get a fire going or whatever, just to keep warm in the wintertime, because like nobody else gives a fuck, right? So somebody has to. So there's people that come out here on a daily basis and really come help these people get through they drug problems and shit, and really trying to help them and point them into the right direction where they can get off of drugs, or just to give them a nice warm meal for the day, or a blanket or whatever so they can sleep warm at night or shit like that. All those people that's doing their thing, God bless your heart, real shit, because I see these people a lot and these people do a lot for the community, bro. Real shit.
I'm a pastor. We get our churches involved and people donate stuff. We just gave a bunch of stuff out over there and we got a little bit of stuff left. We're just trying to get rid of what we have before it gets dark.
This is our first time back in 2 years. What have you noticed change?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I see people dying here all the time. It's like the pit of hell.
It's getting much colder now. Is this going to help ultimately?
We had the whole thing piled up. Yeah.
Is it so cold people are dying on the streets?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. People, you'll watch if you stand here a few minutes. People will come out of the woodwork. They grab whatever they can. You gotta remember the people here that have no way to wash their clothes. They have no place to take a shower. They have nothing. We hand out hygiene kits. You can see. You can look at puravitacondios.com.
You donate. This will go towards clothes, food for the local community out here.
Yeah, puravitacondios.com.
Give these people a resource. Like, give them somewhere to stay. Give them something to do, and also give them a fixed income so they can be motivated that they won't be homeless if you stop helping them. And I know, like, who wants to be giving out free things to people that's doing things by their own choice? But you will see more positive stories than negative.
How are people affording the drugs in the first place out here right now?
They're stealing from the businesses and they're reselling it, and now the businesses is going out of business.
Are we talking Walgreens and CVS's or local mom and pop shops went out of business?
Pop stores, and even some like DTLR, Olympia Sport never opened back up. Rainbow got caught on fire due to a homeless person trying to burn a sensor off a tag to steal something.
Someone out here were trying to get some fentanyl. How long would it take to get some fentanyl?
What's fentanyl?
Like 2 minutes?
Because,
what are you using out here?
I was prescribed perks. I've been on Suboxone for 10 years. I'm all about that Subway Surfer. But I did start doing fentanyl, a year ago because I didn't know what it was. I stopped doing dope when fentanyl came out because it was so strong. I just got done doing like 3 years in recovery living, and so I got kind of burned out because it was mandatory from jail.
I see.
But now I maxed out, and it's like voluntary, and I did 3 years, and I got kicked out for trying to get some gushy inside the halfway house.
Thank you, bro.
Now, if you could see, like, he's on the Suboxone. So if you don't know what Suboxone is, that's like a drug to help you get off of opiates and shit like that or whatever, to negate that. Like, if you take a Suboxone and then try to take an opiate right after, you gonna fucking vomit. I remember doing that shit because I had no idea what the fuck it was, but it was something to just help you get off of it. And yeah, I yacked on off the subs because I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, he's pretty much talking about how he's trying to get off or whatever and shit like that. Also, when you do opiates and shit like that over time, sometimes I'll have speech issues. Well, I'll have some like type of impediment or some shit like that, or like I'll slur my words or something, or like sometimes people can't necessarily hear me too often. Like I'll speak really low and shit like that. That's from years of drug abuse and shit like that. So a lot of my friends be like, damn, sometimes like you be like talking low as shit or whatever, especially if I'm off the eye or some shit like that or whatever, they'll notice it. Like, damn, like you slurring and you just sound like you just saying whatever and shit like that. But I had to really sit back and think like, damn, that's from the years of drug abuse and shit like that. That's why bro was talking like that right there, because, you know, just over the years and periods of time, just, yeah, that's what happens.
Oh, yo. We got some updated gamble machines. All right, here you are, sir. I was running a business out here. Stuff? Yeah.
But y'all do a good job.
Thank you, by the way.
Thank you.
The little 11 o'clock thing they did, it's affecting business.
Okay, with the shabag.
It's doing something that we have nothing to do with. Like, as far as like the gambling machines, that's what they wanted to crack down on. I don't have no gambling machines, as you can see.
So can you tell me when they implemented the 11 o'clock curfew?
That's been about a few months now.
And the goal for that was to reduce?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know what it has to do with the business, but as far as a curfew at 11 o'clock for businesses, I mean,
they still want to be outside.
People is gonna be outside no matter what, regardless. What does that have to do with the business being open? I never have, as you can see, I have a buzzer. You can't come in here unless I allow you in here.
And you guys have pretty good relationships with the people who do use on the outside and maybe come in or knock or whatever?
I mean, yeah. I'm not, I don't discriminate against everybody, like especially like people with addictions, you know what I mean? Everybody has problems, man, but you're not gonna bring it to me though.
I'm here with an OG, you're saying?
I'm originally from Baltimore, right? I came up here in 2016. I slept under the bridge. Here's the thing, when they got this cold last year, they would open up places where you can go and get heat, somewhere to sleep for the night. That's not there now.
Look,
when they,
look. What is it?
What you think is there?
Think it's a bed?
It will help you sleep. What you think is there?
Blankets.
Wood.
Oh,
firewood.
That's pretty smart.
So what you do with this?
So we sell the firewood and then sell the trash can eventually.
Oh, you just sell the trash can. Smart. Someone like, yo, where the hell's my trash can right now?
That was stuffed full this morning with firewood.
Okay, so you've already sold quite a bit of firewood.
Yeah. They do help you, but they don't want help. Each L stop has people with the yellow vests on. All you gotta do is say you want help. They'll take your name, and a van come pick you up within 15 minutes. So they are here to help, but all they gotta do is go and ask, but they don't want the help.
How many people nod out with a fire on and end up burning themselves?
A lot.
A lot?
Because when they nod it out, the blanket catch fire.
I saw a girl blanket catch fire with her in it last year.
You guys use Trank?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that standard out here right now still?
Yeah, bro, they pretty much say it like, yo, a lot of shit goes down when you nod the fuck out because you don't pay attention to your surroundings, you not aware. You just fucked up, like shawty right here, shit like that. Like, imagine she had a fire lit under her right there, and then the next thing you know, her fucking sweatpants caught fire and shit. You too fucked up to even feel the fire on you and shit like that, bro. I'm telling you, there's points like that where, like, I'll put my hand on the stove or some shit like that. You wouldn't even feel that bitch. That's how fucked up you get.
Yeah.
How do you not freeze to death out here? You're starting a fire?
A lot of firewood.
Just on the street out here?
Yeah.
I'd be like, go on down the road, you fuck.
If you want to support our boots on the ground independent journalism that is not bought and paid for by corporate interests, along with exclusive DLC content that YouTube won't let me up, after seeing the current state of the streets, I wanted to speak with someone who had escaped this cycle of addiction and is now trying to help others get clean too.
You here with Suleiman Hassan, founder of Soldiers for Recovery. I've been boots on the ground since I got clean 10 years ago. Prior to 10 years ago, I was once homeless on heroin out here on these streets, sleeping on the streets, doing whatever I can to make a buck to get high on these streets, man.
You're living on the streets, you lost your family, you're addicted. Where are you sleeping?
I used to sleep in this park right here, Needle Park.
Which is notorious for needles being on the ground and people doing drugs.
Absolutely.
Was it always known as Needle Park?
No.
Did you help create it as Needle Park?
Shit, I would hate to think that I, played a part in it, but I believe I did.
And look at that, street cleaner. They're cleaning it up. And tomorrow it'll be just as dirty again, right?
That shit gonna be dirty in the next 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Next 2 hours?
Eventually, I got tired of going in and out of rehab. I got tired of sleeping on the streets. I got tired of just being nothing, man. I just woke up one day, so I said, I'm going to rehab.
We're here at Needle Park. We were here 2 years ago almost. You see the needle caps on the ground, and we got a spoon there. Definitely not for any soup. What goes through your mind when you come back here?
I never stop coming out here. What comes to my mind is I got more work to do. All these benches I rested on at some point in time.
Even out here in the winter, this cold.
In the winter, I would go to the mosque to sleep in the masjid. If the mosque was open, then I'll go to the masjid. I slept on that bench.
This bench right here?
Yeah.
Did anything happen in particular to where you're like, I'm over this, I gotta get clean?
No, I mean, you think about them, but you want that drug, man. The drug will literally talk to you and tell you, don't worry, just next week, you're gonna show people who you are. You're gonna get back. It literally talks to you mentally.
How did you stop that?
I just was burnt out, man. I wanted more out of life. I stopped playing games with God. Because really, I knew that this was a spiritual battle. I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to rehab. God answered my prayers 10 years ago. I did
That's
about
the only
45 days.
They
told me not to come back to come and talk because you could come and talk. Because while I was in there, all I can always think about is how can I help the other people? When I got out on a Sunday. I came back the following Sunday, and I wasn't supposed to come back there for 30 days. I was back in 6 days. I was back there talking and helping, and I've been doing it consistently for the past 10 years.
Tell me about your organization, the work you guys do.
I send people to rehab across the country, real discreet. So if anybody needs help, go to my social media, DM me, Soldiers for Recovery. I don't care where you at in the world. I'm going to get you out of here. We can get you on a plane. I don't care where you at in this country to get you out of here to go get some good resources that's going to help you get you back to life. If you have anything you would like to help with Soldiers for Recovery, feel free to donate. It's definitely a tax write-off. I'm registered, and y'all can definitely play a role in helping me doing God's work.
I'm a chef. I'm a licensed barber.
Would you work if someone had a job for you?
Yeah.
Anywhere in Philly?
Yeah.
You'll show up?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I say something, I do it. I beat around the bush. I'm a straight shooter. But if you have Instagram, I can show you some shit, though.
Okay, let's check it out. Ladies out there, show our boy Harold some love. If you're single, is that fair? Employers out there, any local restaurant owners, show some love to Harold. You got the credentials. You're a good man. Damn, you got a fucking handshake.
Bro, you see what I'm saying? Like, these, don't look down on these types of people. Yeah, they made these decisions. Yeah, they put themselves in these predicaments and shit like that. But these are still people at the end of the day. These are some real motherfuckers out there. I know some real niggas that was out there and shit that died and shit like that or whatever because they was going through that addiction, bro. Like, this is a serious problem out here. I'm a previous addict myself, so I understand from firsthand perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what goes on in daily life in Philadelphia and shit. Like I said, I'm not even 25 minutes from this shit for real. Like, I take the turnpike, I'm right over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is a daily occurrence. This is really what goes on. This is shit I see all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people aren't even aware that this shit even exists out here. This shit exists, gang. It's really bad. I just wanted to shed some light on something that's close nearby to me, so... You know what I'm saying? It's your boy LV here. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch on the serious drug problem we got out here with the tranquilizer, the shit like that, the dog food. It's not even the dog food no more. It's just fucking trank and fent now. You know what I'm saying? It just gets worse and worse over time. But I just wanted to watch this because this is something that touches home for me because I've been through this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Not injecting and shit like that, but, you know, off the Yerkes, the opiates, all types of shit, man. If there's anybody going through some shit or whatever where you feel like you got to do some shit like that, I promise you don't, bro, because look at these motherfuckers. You ever been nodded out on the street, bro, and you wake up and then you don't know where your shit's at, and then you fucking forgot who you was? That was me. But it's your boy LV, man. Be safe out here. Stay off drugs.